Why is the truth important? And especially in the situation of estrangement. I'll reflect of something from my childhood. I grew up in a socialist country. It was everybody knew that there were informers around, and the informers could be anybody. It could be your grandfather. It could be your next door neighbor. You could be your fiance. So there was this understanding not to talk about things that go against what the government wants us to think and believe. And one of the things was not to talk about religion because religion was being suppressed, among a lot of other things. One of the things, the most important thing actually, that my grandma taught me was that when there is no one that you can tell the truth to, tell it to yourself, describe it to yourself, because it is so absolutely very, very important that you do not lose touch with the truth. Interesting, I had a conversation with a friend who was about my age, and she, from an entirely different country, and she was telling me how her father taught her to hold on to the truth. So one of the things they would do is he would challenge her about something that she could see. For example, the sun is high in the sky, it's daytime, he would tell her it's nighttime. And he would challenge her with things like that, and she would have to learn to internally hold on to the truth and to her experience. This is very important because we love good stories. We are programmed to want to belong, to want to share beliefs with the group, with the community. But sometimes those beliefs are blatant lies, and they are destructive, as lies always are destructive to reality and therefore to life. And in those moments, it's very, very important to have the strength to hold on to the truth. Now, how does this apply to estrangement? The process of estranging is filled with lies. There's one lie after another, after another, after another. If I reflect on either the posts I read or my own experience with my own daughter, I can see how distortions kept happening and happening and happening. And in this process of accepting distortion, I started to lose connection to the truth. Fundamentally, the truth leads to persecuting your mother. There's no why. Persecution never has a why. Devaluing a human life and destroying a human connection, it never ever has a why. There's never ever a justification or explanation for that. It just is. So what happened is it happened gradually. It happened with the adult child giving a different explanation for their behavior to justify. I need some space, I need some time. Then the the counselors would say, you're finding yourself, you have to rebel against your mother, you have to find your own space, your own identity. A lot of the things that I have seen that led to estrangement are very much the same things that were promoted in the communist country I grew up in. Your parents, was the story back then, believe in religion because they are not scientists. They don't understand science like you do, we were told. They believe in magic. You know science. You are the new pioneers. very, 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 very camouflaged way of breaking generational connection and of valuing one's history, and on preserving the trust in the parents and the ability to go double check with parents, grandparents, and our ancestors about truth and lies. Once the connection is broken, we are so absolutely ripe for being indoctrinated in the communist values. The same thing is happening here. Estrangement didn't happen overnight. Estrangement happened because lies were accepted on top of other lies. When I look back at my daughter's behavior, there's so many places where I should have put a stop, where I should have sat down with her and asked her, does this feel morally right to you? Does it feel like the truth? She's very, very, very intelligent. But intelligence actually worked against her because she used her intellect to justify one lie and to build another lie and another lie, so that it seems like there is a real flaw and a real integrity to her behavior, but there isn't. And we parents must hold on to the truth, which is we are being persecuted, not only by our children, but they're in convincing other people to persecute us. And the truth is, we were good parents. We loved our children. Our bond with our children is sacred and eternal. It cannot be broken. It cannot be trashed aside. It cannot be replaced. There's no such thing as chosen family. They cannot choose another mother. They cannot choose another sister any more than they can throw away their own child and choose another child. If the bond between a parent and a child can be disregarded, it goes both ways. And that's where the lie becomes very obvious. So it is absolutely fundamental for our sanity and for the possibility to save not only our children, but especially our grandchildren. It is really important that we hold on to the truth. We are good parents, and we are being persecuted.